10 News on WBIR starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this mental health special. Today, we are focusing on ways everyone can get the help they need, no matter who you are or your circumstances. We begin with teenagers and younger children. They can often feel disconnected, like they don't matter. 10 News reporter Emily Crabtree spoke with Anderson County school leaders about the ways they are working to help their students through software.
In Anderson County schools, student mental health is a top priority, and that support goes far beyond the classroom.
Gaggle is a subscription service that we have had for 9 or 10 years, and it monitors student behavior on electronic devices that the school system owns.
Gaggle uses AI software to look for keywords on a student's device that could show signs of a mental health crisis. The AI will alert a Gaggle employee who will evaluate the situation.
Is it a potential cry for help? Is it an email that they've sent to their friend that they need mental health assistance, but they're afraid to talk to someone?
If a student is in danger, a Gaggle employee will call school administrators to alert them. Then an Anderson County Sheriff's deputy and a member of the school district's mobile crisis team will visit the student's home.
Over 5 years, we've had 20 plus in the middle of the night across the district.
Leaders with the school district say they've seen an increase in mental health related alerts since the pandemic. That's why they want to be able to help students however they can.
So our goal is to really protect kids and students across the board, whether it's from themselves or potential bullying processes or things like that. Our goal is to protect them from A to Z.
Anderson County school leaders say parents may be concerned with the school being able to keep an eye on students while outside of school, but they say this isn't about snooping. It's about protecting kids.
We are here for the well-being of the kid, not to snoop, but to make sure they're safe.
And they hope students will know that if they need help, there's always options for them.
So I hope that they would look and see that, hey, Anderson County Schools really does care about me and wants the best for me.
You can read more about that software right now on WBIR.com, and there you can also find resources and other ways schools are doing what they can to protect your children. Many experts we spoke with say more children are dealing with mental health issues than in the past. Doctors at East Tennessee Children's Hospital say many are not only depressed, but they do have other mental illnesses. Many times it can show up as something as simple as a stomach issue or a headache that lasts longer than it should. Doctors say they're seeing children as young as 8 years old with mental health related illnesses. They blame a lot of that on social media.
I think that things have changed over the last couple decades to make life really hard for teenagers and very different from how it was when I was growing up. We could leave school behind, and if school was a stressor and we're gone, today you're on, like most adults, you're on some sort of media all the time.
Doctors say it is so important to just simply listen to children. They say it's even more important if they're talking about harming themselves or others.
So don't just assume they'll get over it. If they're saying concerning statements like they want to die, they want to kill themselves, you need to take them seriously.
A senior at the University of Tennessee is bringing a sense of community and strength while uplifting fellow students battling mental illness. Coming up after the break, how this peer-led group is looking to grow. And moms know putting yourself first, it can be the hardest thing to do. Coming up later, mothers can care for their mental health without the guilt. We'll tell you how.
Ten News on WBIR starts now.
College can be a big transition for young people. You're on your own, you're getting started on your career path, and that can be mentally and emotionally taxing. That's why one student-led organization is working to make sure its peers know they are not alone. University of Tennessee students formed a chapter of the national organization Sources of Strength. For some students struggling with mental health issues, it can be difficult to open up to a professional. So this organization gets training from Contact Care Line and uses that to communicate and listen to students.
There's a bunch of reasons why your peers can really help support you on a mental health level. One, they can be people you relate more to. Two, they are closer to you in life. We're all 18 to 22, or a little older, younger, plus or minus. But we're all kind of at the same point of life. We're in college, we are experiencing the same testing struggles, same, university struggles.
That student, Colin Zimmer, hopes to grow the organization and offer services to other parts of campus and even to high school students.
As those moments in their life where they need somebody to walk along with them for a little while.
Coming up after the break, how an organization in East Tennessee is ensuring young people's mental health needs are being heard.
10 News on WBIR starts now.
What started in 1973 as a helpline has grown into a lifeline for thousands of people. Contact Care Line now stretches across the country with more than 100 team members taking in more than 70,000 calls, texts, and chats every year. And it's not slowing down. The organization continues to grow and to evolve. It works with a lot of teenagers and young adults, many of whom don't feel comfortable speaking out loud about what they're going through. But with the launch of 988 and built-in texting, it opens up the door for more conversations and honesty, no matter the issue or age. People have a way to reach out, and that is something the executive director says makes the work worthwhile.
It's kind of a heavy topic when you talk about suicide, but to be honest, hearing people's stories and watching people find hope just keeps me going.
Part of the group's training is tailored to teens and young adults. So understanding how a period can end a conversation or what an emoji really means makes the difference in how they connect with their clients. If you or a loved one is in need of immediate help, you can call or text this number. It's simply 988. That hotline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can also go to the Contact Care Line website for more information or to learn how you can get involved. When people are dealing with mental health issues, it can be hard to ask for help. One group that often goes unnoticed, moms. It can be easy for mothers to get swept up in taking care of everyone else, that they forget to take care of themselves. That's why the members of the Mental Health Association of East Tennessee try to remind moms that there are resources for them.
We are very important. So what we have to do is we have to understand that we have to take care of ourselves, that moms are important. So what I as a mom try to do with all the different hats that I wear is find different ways and resources to take care of myself.
The association suggests finding ways to fit hobbies into day-to-day life. Doing this can actually help decompress and reduce stress. Another organization in East Tennessee is offering a unique program to help teens battle mental health challenges and substance abuse. The Redirections program with the McNabb Center is for teens ages 13 to 18. Clients attend sessions 4 days a week for up to 8 to 12 weeks. They receive therapy and drug screenings, but it's also about fostering community. They often will start sessions off with cooking dinner.
We have clients come in who are feeling really defeated in every aspect of life, with their family, with their own trauma history, with school, with court involvement, and really seeing them work the program and mend all those areas in their life it really just sets them up to be successful, and that's our goal. It's what we want.
And and we will be taking a look at the McNabb Center's website. You can find the different programs it offers right there, which range from substance abuse and mental health care, social and victim services as well. We have a link to that site right now at WBIR.com. With the destruction people have witnessed in Kentucky and Tennessee and North Carolina, from flooding to tornadoes, it can be hard to take a moment for your mental health. 10 News reporter Emily Crabtree sat down with Ben Harrington from the Mental Health Association of East Tennessee to talk about the resources that are available.
After deadly tornadoes hit East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky, mental health may not be at the forefront of people's minds.
Loss of property, loss of life, all of that's going to be quite stressful, quite traumatic, and then trying to rebuild, that could be traumatic.
Ben Harrington is the CEO of the Mental Health Association of East Tennessee. He says that during these times, it can be helpful to reach out to others who can relate to what you're experiencing.
Leaning on folks who have been there before, or lean on people that are experiencing some of the same things. There's going to be some camaraderie. There's going to be some feeling that I am not alone in this, right? And you might actually learn from others that have experienced some of that.
He says that people who can't afford mental health services often go without it.
They can't afford it, that's their barrier, so they don't go to get the help that they need, and they'll get sicker. They'll end up in the emergency room, crisis services, because they've gotten sicker.
Which is why the association is willing to help pick up the tab for people who need it most.
They need mental health care, but they can't afford to see a therapist. They can't afford, a $50, $100 therapy session cost.
The association will help cover the cost of 15 therapy sessions for people who make over 138% of the poverty line, which is about $21,000 for a single-person household. The association says they want to make sure mental health is taken care of no matter how much money someone makes.
Addiction isn't just a physical battle, it is a mental one. The path to the recovery looks different for everyone, but it starts with you. 10 News reporter Emily Crabtree joining us now in studio with how listening it makes all the difference. Emily?
Robin, mental health issues can take many forms, and for some, they show up through addiction. I sat down with Rob Eckno to learn more about how he went from a homeless alcoholic to an award-winning author and motivational speaker. Rob Eckno knows what it's like to struggle with the mental impact of addiction.
We think we've done enough dumb things or horrible things to never be worthy. And so why get sober? I've already screwed up my life. Let me just keep making another bad decision after bad decision after bad decision.
He spent years struggling with addiction to alcohol and drugs. At one point, he even lived on the street. He says that one thing that made it even harder was how other people responded to him.
You want to know why we have an issue? Because when us people, alcoholics and addicts, get in the midst of our disease and then our mental health starts going wacky, we're known as those people. That's the problem.
He says that one of the easiest ways to help someone who's struggling with addiction is to remind them of their own self-worth.
People with mental health issues and addiction problems have to realize at some point that they are valuable human beings. They're not wasted people.
And that listening to someone can hold more power than most people understand.
I don't have to provide you a solution when you tell me you're going through a deep challenge. I say, you know what? Tell me about it. And 3-4 hours go by and they're still telling me. And then they get done and they're like, oh my God, I feel like a whole new person.
Eckno tells me that his goal is to be able to help as many people as possible to find their value. Robin?
So good that he is sharing his experience and his wisdom. Emily, thank you very much. And right now, at WBIR.com, we have a full list of resources you and your loved ones can take advantage of, from addiction recovery to counseling. That and much more right now at WBIR.com. And that is our time. Thank you so much for watching. 10 News at 6 is next.